Okay, today we will be reviewing the ddz-08. See how powerful it is and how it matches up to the BlendJet 2, which I've been using for about a week now. And honest to God, it's honestly the best blender I've ever had. I say that it's the only blender I've ever had, and might just be the only blender I'll ever need. Really, not sponsored by them. Just really ecstatic and happy with the quality of this product. There's things I learn about every day. Now, looking at this one, well, there's a lot of things to go around with this one, but let's start off with the motor power test, of all things. So, as you can see, in these two blenders, I put milk and banana. That should be a good, I guess, rundown power test of how well can it blend, you know? So, let's see how this goes at full battery power, max charge. Here goes the ddz-08. Yeah? Oh. That's interesting. Ooh, you know, okay, wait, did it blend it though? Did it blend it? I don't know. It says it's blinking red. Yeah, no, you can see some banana still floating in there a little bit. Let's give it another go. Maybe that'll help it out. Or, yeah, no, it's kaput. It's kaput. You can see the banana still in there, hanging pretty well. Hold up. See that banana just hanging on the middle? Okay, so one design feature of many that I'm kind of annoyed with this product is that, so with the BlendJet in comparison, the low blades are attached to the side of it. Well, are offset from the center, allowing it to, in the event where a fruit or something were to fall beneath it, it'll be able to push it back up into the cycle of blending motions up top again. Making it able to just blend anything, shred anything. This, however, if anything gets stuck in the bottom of this, just because it's in the center, there's nothing for it to push against, so that way it could revert it back into the cycle of blending. You know, it's stuck there. I'll have to have to pop this thing out with just have to pop this thing off and dig this thing out with a fork or a spoon or something just to get it going. Or, you know, maybe if I get to give it a shake, probably like earlier. See how that goes. But the whole fact that I have to do this motion just to get this thing working properly at all is such a dank design. That, and I think just the power of the motor itself just isn't enough to really go through this banana. Which, again, you've had a banana, I'm sure, in life. Bananas are pretty soft, and this is a pretty well ripe banana, y'all. I'm just saying. That's a ddz-08 as compared to the BlendJet. Or not. What? Ooh, okay. Yeah, you're doing the pulsey thing now. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'll just hold it. So, that's a good amount. Look at that. Pretty clean, pretty smooth. No trouble at all. Just the sound of the motor itself had enough power to thoroughly blend it, as it should be. I could see some in the bottom, but let's hold it for like another 5 seconds. Normally these things go for about 18-20 seconds about onto one press, but I'm putting on pulse. Let's see if it does it normally this time. Okay, normal. That sounds pretty smooth in my opinion. Okay, so let's open these up and see how they fare. I say that, oh, that's not faring real well. That's really not faring too well. We'll give this another shot, because again, the motor is pretty stinking weak. I'm gonna hold it at an angle just to help it offset the ingredients and help it blend a little bit more. Maybe more like that. It's just stuck in there now. It's not yeah, it's just stuck in there. The power of the blender is not able to actually make a cyclone effect and throw the fruits in there. That, and also the centeredness of the blade. Now let's pop them open. Compare the smoothies. See how they fare. That is a ddz. That's a blender. Let's see. So the ddz looks kind of like that. Look at the consistency of it. I'll take a sip and describe it. Pretty good. I mean, I can't lie. It's a banana smoothie. There's really nothing wrong with it. But just as I thought, at the very bottom is that stuck banana, which I'm gonna gamble here. No, let's just be safe. Throw a lid on that. I'm gonna gamble here. If I turn this on, it's just gonna be stuck there. Nope. Okay, yeah, it lifts a little bit, but that's after drinking the smoothie. Besides the point, it wasn't able to blend that little bit, even after like what, more than 2 tries, easily 3, I think, above 3, compared to now the blend jet, which looks pretty good, honestly, pretty smooth, very liquidy, as a smoothie should be. I'm gonna give it a taster. I don't know if it's just my mind. That's a lot more bananier. Bananier than this one. This one tasted more like milk. But this one has a smoother consistency to it. That's the whole thing. Pretty good. There's still some banana chunks still in there. I'm not gonna lie. But still pretty darn good. I think at that point maybe it's just the size of the vessels themselves that have to be taken into account also, considering the size of the blades and the power of the motors. It's not bad, but can be way better. So putting that aside, so now with like the power comparison out of the way and ease of usage considered now, I feel like easily I would go with this as a default of blenders, just for a convenience and a ease of use. Not only that, but I feel like safety feature wise, so this one has a ton of features already included into it, besides the blades and such. If the cup of either one of these, so both of the cups here are able to be removed. In the case of the blend jet, if the cup was removed and I say I accidentally, or for whatever reason, kid just decided to play with the button, it won't turn on because it automatically recognizes if there's a cup or not, just because of, I guess, some sort of pressure of how the thing is screwed in. That's great. It's wonderful. I would love that. Plus, also the water resistance of this thing is amazing. I've seen people dunk this thing in water. I'm like, oh shit. Compared to this now, the cup for this was unscrewed, completely exposing the blade. If some kid were to press this, oh my god, you now have like a little death machine just sitting here, waiting to harm anyone. Which, it's not good. Kind of bad. Kind of deadly. What would I say? Yeah, that's incredibly deadly, incredibly dangerous and deadly. I would not want my kid or anyone to just turn this thing on accidentally without any air of attention to it and just gash themselves really badly on it. What else can I say about this thing? I don't know. It has a tendency to leak also because of the silicone ring that has underneath here. So it has a chance to get misaligned. So you'd have to screw it in perfectly every time, or just know it at some point. Versus compared to like the blend jet, you can see like what is it? There's little arrows here down below that tell you when it's completely locked or not. With this one, you just have to tighten it as much as you can. But I've tested it earlier on today with spill or leak test. Even after filling it up with water as tight as I reasonably could, it will still leak. So I'd have to take out the O-ring and replace it in and test it again, and it's still leaking. I don't know. It's It's a finicky one. I'll be honest on that part. Not a fun device to use the first time. I say that. I'm just very picky, I guess. That said, though, so this thing is advertised as a, let me see, portable electric juicer, which, as you can see, if it didn't bone this banana, imagine what it would do to a fibrous object, say like a orange or a lemon or a lime. I think I did some tests earlier where it would just get stuck the moment you press that button. There's no bending, not bending, but just having the motor buzzing because it was stuck in the fruit. Not like that, but they're very, very confusing, and I feel like it's false advertising at this point. Is that if you look at the little documentation that they provided with it, is that it says, where is it? Not suitable for hard fruits, veggies, nuts, or frozen foods, which, you know, look at this thing. Yeah, I ain't got the power for that, Chief. So yeah, I don't know, I think I've covered pretty much all I had to say about this stinking object. Don't buy it. Whatever you do not buy the ddz-08 if you somehow manage to run across it. Look on Amazon. Consider something like this. Again, not sponsored, I just really like this product. Give them a chance. They're good people. At least as far as I can tell. They pay attention. It seems like they pay attention to everything, and I do really appreciate that type of service. So yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See you in the next video. Maybe it's another blender video. I don't know. Could be, though. Could be. We'll see. Catch you later, fellas. Bye-bye.